Greetings and welcome back to GSA's Expert Mode League Tournament Playoffs. I'm Catherine of Sky, joined with Avalon, and in this match we see Enviosity going up against Bismuth.
It's going to be a fantastic match today, Catherine. It's always great fun to see people in the playoffs as we push forwards into these knockout games where every single match matters so much to these players. Is whether they continue or they stop in a tournament. A good opportunity to look at how it's gone so far with a couple of players already being knocked out.
Indeed. I'm just sending a tiny message there. Can you tell us about these stats, please, Avalon?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this game should be quite a close one. Only about 2 average clears between these two players, both of them doing very well in their respective seasons. Enviosity, though, only actually lost 1 game throughout the entire season, and that was to the Beast, who is currently top of their league. So definitely the favourite going into this match. And Bismuth also seems to be running a debuff with no cheerleader present as well. So this could be a significant issue for him going into this one. We will have to see how they get on as they go into Chateau Chaude with a 38-second world record and only 4 clears looking in. Don't know how optimized that will be.
Yes, I'm really excited for this match. It's going to be one heck of a thing to watch. All right, as our players are getting ready now, we'll see we have a 38-second level made by a French creator, Fury Pierre.
Yep, and we're counting in as we go, hitting that play button, and we get into it.
Chateau Chaude. Gonna be a hot one, I think. Maybe with some lava going on in here. See what our runners face. Yep, and here we are. Spikes and lava. How nice! What a welcoming place Bowser's got for us to look at today.
Yeah, it takes you back to those games you played as a child when the floor was lava, only this time, not only is it lava, it's also covered in horrendous pointy spikes. As they start making this ascent, avoiding cannon fire as they climb to the top of this platform.
Yeah, but Bowser didn't count on this. They're using those cannonballs to help them climb to the top. Oh my gosh, Bismuth taking a long fall. Lucky he didn't land on some of those spikes or the lava in general. Enviosity making it up there first to that pipe that's going to take them to the next area.
Yeah, the momentum from that fall would have really made those spikes that little bit more painful, as Enviosity now balancing that jump over that dry bones and now looking forward into the level. It looks like there's something there under the spikes, and it's the bridge as he takes the first clear of tonight's match.
Yeah, Enviosity in the lead now, 1-0 against Bismuth, and Bismuth making his way into that second part of the level. After that death, he is a bit behind, but hopefully he'll be able to catch up very quickly. Meanwhile, Enviosity moving on to a Japanese created level here and see what we find there.
Bismuth doing some really impressive footwork in avoiding those fireballs coming from the Bowser Jr., managing to find his axe as well. Now, Enviosity in a technique level where collecting a fire flower and then dual twirling over the top of the spikes is the required method. Actually looking for a different method to do it, but we'll see how they get on with this as they get the fire flower the wrong way, but it definitely worked.
Yep, getting those clears is the most important thing, and Enviosity takes another clear. Hopefully we'll get those clears on screen. There they go. And off to Grabsaw Forest as Bismuth tries to get that fire flower. Hopefully he can find... Oh, no, and loses it. Needs to find a different way to get over. I think Enviosity, I don't know if that was cheese or not. I think jumping off the flagpole block is the way to do it. Yeah, and Bismuth finds it and takes that clear as well.
Yeah, Bismuth proving that is definitely the better way to go for that clear there, as he makes that the first time that he attempts it after failing the more obvious looking route. He also took the world record as he did it, which is always nice to see during these races.
Enviosity moving on to an on-off block level and taking a death to a spike. That was kind of a nasty one there. Needing to start over and both of Bismuth, did somebody skipped a level? I kind of lost track who did.
Yeah, I actually didn't see any skip either, but I believe it was Enviosity who took the skip. But I'm not 100% on that one.
Yeah, let's just check when they get back to their level screens. I thought that they were going to be both in sync at that point, and obviously not. Oh, Enviosity dying to the timeout there. That was rough. Bismuth going through this underground cave level. It was kind
Yeah.
of weird. I was hoping to see them both racing on the same level.
Yeah, especially a level like this. A really sort of challenging on-off speedrun, especially with the timer being quite as tight as it is as well. No mistakes allowed, as now Envy trying to make a way through clouds. Bismuth still making this vertical climb. I like levels that take advantage of this vertical map that you can put in the subworld to sort of make your way forwards, especially when they look as fun challenging as this. It doesn't look easy, but it looks like it's fun to play.
It does seem like a fun level. Okay, looks like Enviosity must have taken that skip as he clears that level and has a tiny lead over Bismuth, accepting that one skip. So it might have been wise to skip the level that Bismuth's on. It looks kind of, like you said, challenging and quite difficult and quite long as well. Dying to that saw there, that was most unfortunate. You can see the frustration in Bismuth's face there. But we do not see his cheerleader. Oh my gosh, is that going to affect his luck for today?
It already appears to be. He lost a lot of time with that death, all that climbing that he'd put into it, and now he has lost all of that. And trying to make the climb again, you've got to ask, how much time can you put into this level before it starts to become a real drain on your resources in this race? Because Envy is just taking clear after clear now with a 2-clear lead.
Indeed, Bismuth not willing to give up this level, just powering through it as best he can. But Enviosity finding a few short levels. Oh wow, that is an interesting situation. All those munchers and cannons moving on the conveyor belts. That is going to be a heck of a thing to get through. I'm wondering if there might be a star somewhere. This is crazy.
It looks horrible. It was really interesting to see it as Envy came in and all of them sort of spawned in and dropped down together, but now that he hits the conveyor belts at the bottom of the screen, it just looks horrid.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's just bad. So much enemy spam, and the movement of those enemies makes it even worse. Very difficult with the momentum that you're dealing with there. Maybe this is the strat, to just wait till some of this goes by, and maybe jumping on those bullet bills is going to help as well. Just stay above all the enemies. Oh, wow. Yuck. Oh, no, there's even more. It's coming back.
Just
Oh.
the problem is, of course, with how entities are spawned in Super Mario Maker 2, as Envy is being pushed to one side or the other, it's actually spawning in more that had already spawned in once and been pushed towards them.
Oh, he's going to have a tough time getting through this. He's probably not wanting to take his next skip yet, but it might be a good time for it because he's having to start over and over, and that is losing him time. I'm surprised that Bismuth hasn't gotten another clear and closed the gap, but this level is just taking a long, long time.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
finally finding the flag after what feels like an eternity of making his way through those hooks. But he has got the flag, he has, made it through that level, and maybe that skip will come in handy. Maybe Envy will get caught up on something that they just cannot skip, that Bismuth can use to gain some time.
Yep, both of them on to the next level. Bismuth on racing time, 20 seconds. Is that the one with the horrible thingies? No. Hopefully not. Wow, Enviosity on a specialty jumping level looks like it. Oh, and gets hit by the spike there. Bismuth on this on-off section level, which we decided had a long timer, I believe.
Yeah, very tight timer for
tight
it.
timer, that's the word,
Yeah.
sorry. Enviosity being really careful now. He doesn't have a time limit, so hopefully he will just take it easy and just do his best and gets that clear, increasing to 6 versus 3 clears on Bismuth's side.
Yeah, with the momentum gained from those slopes, those jumps were a lot harder than they may have first appeared. But Envy getting through them, and Bismuth also losing to the clock in that on-off race.
Yeah, he looks very frustrated as he's just seeing what happened there, knowing he needs to get through this really as fast as possible. But he knows what he needs to do, so he's hopefully going to make that happen. Enviosity, meanwhile, on a snowball manipulation level. These are always kind of fun to explore. Oh no! Oh, Kaizo block, and he's done for in that section.
Yeah, always upsetting to see yourself lose to that on a level that's already quite technically challenging. To have a Kaizo block that you couldn't have seen coming just kind of mess you over at the end there. It changes the whole feel of a level from, oh, this was a hard level, to, oh, I've been cheated out of this by the level creator.
Indeed. And I'm wondering if he's missing something. He might need to either grab that snowball or jump off of the top of it. There he goes. He's grabbing it that time and uses it in that next section. Got a checkpoint, which is going to make him a lot happier, I think. Looks like a really fun level, this one. I'm quite glad to see a fun level instead of just a horrible level here. Oh, and he saves that one jump. That was great.
Yeah, really impressive. Now Bismuth trying to create the snowballs for Envy's level as he goes through this snow pokey jump maze with spikes. I don't really know what more to say about it. It's just jumping on snow pokies.
Indeed. We had a level yesterday that was quite similar in the other match that we cast. I remember that quite the same setup. Pokies on spikes. But both players clearing their respective levels at the same time. We now have 8-6.
Yeah, Envy actually taking the world record from that last race. He taking it off Lil Curbs, who is another racer in this competition.
Was that was exactly the same level as we saw the other day then? Wow. Okay. I thought it was just a similar one, but we actually cast for Little Curbs versus John Wayne. So it must have been the same level. Wow. Enviosity, meanwhile, on a nighttime level where the floating is good, except when you run into spikes. Darn it. Messed up the relaxation thing. And Bismuth on the crazy level with all of the cannons and the munchers, which is just lots of death happening. Lots of death incoming.
Yeah,
He's
again,
doing...
the initial spawning of the entities looks quite pretty as Bismuth flies across the sky. It's just that end point when you hit the ground and have to deal with all of them that you realize just what sort of mess you're in. But Bismuth choosing to try and push through rather than taking the skip to just get this level over and done with.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he clears it faster than Enviosity, because that could... Oh, he chooses to skip, and that might be a really wise decision to make up some of the time that he is lacking. He needs to make up 2 clears to get to where Enviosity is. Oh, Envy finding that pipe, not missing the platform to get right into the flag and taking his next clear.
Yeah, that was an odd level for Envy there. It sort of just jumped off the edge of the world, it appeared, and floated down slowly, but it worked out, and Envy with yet another clear, really starting to build a strong lead here with a 3 clear lead, but Bismuth not accepting a 3 clear deficit and closing that gap down to 8 versus 6.
Yeah, Bismuth still has time to catch up here, especially if Envy gets stuck on a long level, because we know that Envy cleared the next levels pretty quickly. And so hopefully Bismuth can get those as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
we could be facing anything that Envy could go up to. It's a good opportunity to talk about, how these levels are selected. And the level modes are picked so that it's as similar to a normal endless run that any of us could go in and play today if we wanted to. Any course with world record of 90 seconds or less is added to a playlist, and then each player can choose to go through or choose to skip, as Envy just did.
And I think it's important to note that these levels are not curated. They are just random as long as it's 90 seconds or less from expert mode levels. Envy on an underground level here.
Yeah, using Link's ground pound to make his way over the little spike balls. It's always good fun, and a sort of unique and different challenge that you don't normally see in Mario. As now Bismuth takes the checkpoint in this space level. See how quickly he gets to the bottom like Envy did, but bonking his head on the exact same spikes that Envy did.
Ow. But Enviosity taking another clear, 9-6 in his favor. Wow, it's going to be really tough for Bismuth to catch up now.
Yeah, it's going to be additionally tough, especially with Bismuth using an additional skip himself with the snowballs, as he now trying to make his way to the pipe. He sees the flag, he knows it's there, and now he just needs to decide how is he going to reach it. Oh, that was sad. On Envy's side, just having Yoshi's thrown off a conveyor belt into the lava.
Oh, somebody's got it in for those poor Yoshis. As well as the fish here. Those look slightly inflammable. Oh dear. And Envy just moving along. Bismuth finding some boom booms and gets smushed by that really bad spam there of enemies. Wow,
Yeah, not taking the
Enviosity.
jump that Envy took.
No. Enviosity, oh, doing the jump, YOLOing into nothing. Taking a death there. Oh,
Yeah,
and
using the
Bismuth closing the gap. Right.
Yeah.
So Bismuth narrows the clear to 9-7 in Enviosity's favor. 2 clears between them, and I don't know if it's possible. Well, we'll just have to see. Bismuth looking at a 31-second world record here, as Enviosity has to deal with some wind. And these can be great levels, or they can be absolutely terrible. Looks like a puzzle level.
Need to get the mushroom first. So I guess you could be wearing the beetle helmet, not the spiky helmet, because you destroy the block that the mushroom comes out of. And then with the PAL there to destroy the muncher, and then just drop down damage boost through the final point. But Envy choosing to try and not seeing actually that there are 2 one-ways pointing it in. So if you did go in with the helmet, then you'd get stuck in there.
Got the helmet now. Bismuth is so frustrated, has 10 seconds left. I think he's looking at the time and just not able to get past this level. He's really feeling the pressure, I guess.
Envy has worked this puzzle out, but just not enough time to complete it.
But it doesn't really matter because he has taken this first win of our match here with 9-7.
Yeah, Bismuth there really putting far too much time into that claw level and just not being able to pull back from that deficit that he gained during that time. Still 2 clears behind from that early point in that game. Really shows Envy using his head there with the skip and just going and skipping straight through it.
Indeed, that 1 claw level really tripped him up. Maybe we can ask him about it afterwards. And both players looking back on their level clears just to make sure of the score and choosing the next one that they need to go to. It is going to be a level by a Japanese creator here. 28-second world record, or almost 29 seconds, in some snow landscape. Hopefully they can cool off from that hot start of the last match.
Yeah, indeed. It'll be interesting to see how they progress in this and how Bismuth resets himself going into this next set of races. It'll be tough, obviously, to reset your headspace, but when the stakes are so high, when it's you either go through or you don't, this is the time where you prove that you have that great mentality. And they'll need to keep that great mentality without taking any damage to it in this level.
Yeah, Bismuth, both of them skipping this course. Wow, really early skip. Yeah, I was going to say Bismuth looking uncharacteristically. Oh, are they restarting?
So it wasn't actually a skip. It is being restarted due to a false start. So we'll be moving on to the next level, which is Banzai Bill with a picture of a Banzai Bill. And it's a beautiful picture of Banzai Bill.
That is a gorgeous piece of pixel art there. Really nice.
However, what's not gorgeous is the level description of kill 100 Banzai Bill quickly.
Taking over a minute to do so with the world record. This is going to be interesting. They may both skip this immediately.
I don't think it would be a bad skip if they did. Envy there, definitely doing so.
Oh my gosh, and the whole first screen is just run across to the right. No. Oh, this is interesting. But at least they are going slow because they have to go through the lava, so that helps our players, I think. Wow, Enviosity taking a second skip right away. Goodness me.
Now moving into a level called
Yes. Bismuth powering on with this Bonsai Bill level, electing not to skip it. They are quite slow. He's only done 40 of the 100 he needs, and if he dies, he has to... Oh
Oh,
no, he has to start over, and he elects to take the skip on that one.
yeah, definitely the right choice. Spending a minute to get halfway through that level
Wow.
is not something you want to be doing.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. Oh, and Enviosity. Pick a pipe went wrong, needing to start over. Obviously, pipe number 2, isn't it?
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, when these levels aren't created, this is sort of interesting stuff that you can
Wow.
find going through them with 10 pipes to pick from by the looks of things.
Oh my
To
God,
find this
that's
key
horrible.
to find the end of the level. And this is just a prime example of a terrible, terrible level design.
Yay. No, and Bismuth skipping his course, now up to 2 skips. That was the one that Enviosity elected to skip earlier, and he is now also on this horrible level. Ooh, Enviosity finding a key.
Yeah.
And to
Pipe
the key
number
door.
5 by the looks of things.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
No, that's bad. But Bismuth finding another pipe and gets the flag. Wow, what a clear. Yeah, and he is thrilled about that one. Nice. So he
That
has the
is...
first clear. Go ahead. Oh, and
I was
Envy
going to
taking
say,
it
that's
too.
crazy. You know, he spent so much time in those first 2 levels and still used his skips on them. I thought for sure that Envy was going to have the extra knowledge to get through that picker pipe. Bismuth just immediately picking it and getting straight through. Incredible. I would say
Wow,
work, but it was more luck.
indeed. But it is now they're now neck and neck on this next speedrun level. And Bismuth taking a death, and so they're probably going to be synced here, just about. Nice. It's always fun to watch when that happens. Ooh. Yeah, the timing on this Bismuth is not getting that, but Enviosity having much better luck or reading of the level, able to get further on his first go.
Yeah, and this is something that you can see often in Envy streams, is just how quickly they can read a level and understand it. Bismuth very good at the technique and the sort of knowledge of how to do multiple things in the game, but Envy has that pure ability to just read the level.
Yeah, Envy really getting ahead here. 27 seconds left. We'll see how tight the timer is on this level as he's powering through it. I think he hasn't taken a death yet on this. He's just really doing well.
No, it's a very long level, and, you know, depending on how tight the timer is, still could have a further 10 seconds to go.
Indeed. Oh, we're down to the donut blocks. And this ending is interesting. No, Envy takes it with 2 seconds remaining. Had me worried there for a second. Taking that second clear, and Bismuth not far behind. Hopefully doesn't get caught up too much, but Bismuth is making excellent progress on this run. And Enviosity up onto Crash Course. We wonder if that is a misspelling or if it indicates something about the level that is course. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, that was
Well
an
then.
interesting setup there. Let's see how Bismuth gets on. He hasn't got the time to get the flag. Oh, Christ.
No! Bismuth! Oh, has to start over. I'm sure that was so frustrating for him. This is
Ooh, so
interesting.
Envy actually flying and
Wow,
not
that
seeing
was...
or getting to the door. I'm not sure how you would see or get to the door unless you were psychic somehow.
Yeah, no clues from the level creator. Except there was a smaller... Was it a red one or a shorter one that was around where the door was? Yeah,
no,
it's...
you're right. There is a red one.
Yeah, oh, having to ground pound to get down there. Hopefully pressing up. Waiting for that door to come along, but it's difficult to see. Yep, finds it just at the last second there. Oh, what a maze. This is an interesting level. Wow. Wow.
Really cool level design. I think I've seen only one like this before, but not quite getting through the
Wow.
maze in time to reach that warp box to move forward there.
At least he has the knowledge to be able to progress. But every single time he gets knowledge on the next puzzle, he seems to have to die for that pleasure. Meanwhile, Bismuth having a tiny bit of trouble there. Hopefully, he can make it in time to get the flag here. 7 seconds remaining and donut blocks ahead. Can he make it to the flag this time? It's going to be tight. Please. Yes. Okay. And Bismuth taking that or tying it up 2-2.
Yeah, Envy this time getting into the right spot to take the warp box to find himself into what appears to be a boss situation. The lava bubbles look so cool.
Wow. This is such a funky level. I quite like this.
Yeah.
It's great. I think I want to play that level. Well, after the match, of course. Envy still working out this level here. It is, yeah, a lot to take in, but he doesn't want to use his last skip because we still have over 8 minutes remaining, and he knows that. Bismuth, looking and seeing these, the red cannon. Oh, can he get in that door though? Oh,
Oh,
he doesn't
Bismuth.
see the
Oh,
clue. No. I thought he had it there for a moment, but I think his impatience or trying to figure out what was going on got the better of him. It's like Envy needing to stand on that red cannon, but oh, that spiny. This is interesting.
oh,
Wow.
um,
Huh. Death by P-block, apparently.
yeah. Envy
Jeez.
taking the time to like the level. Wow.
Oh, did he get a checkpoint? He must have gotten a checkpoint.
No, no,
Wow.
no. He just had to wait the P-switch timer out and
Oh,
then move
wow.
himself forward through the
Okay.
warp box.
Fantastic. Taking that clear. Very nice. Now 3-2 on Envy's side. Yes.
I'm to be honest, I'm quite shocked from both of these runners to see such a low clear total at 7.5 minutes. I mean, we've seen several levels that have been skipped, and Bismuth may have tried them or not tried them, but Envy definitely just skipping straight away. I would have expected a higher clear total from these two runners at this point.
Indeed, I think it's probably just the level selection that's confounded both of them in this situation. It's been kind of rough, the ones we've gotten so far. All right, Bismuth working out. He is in that last section. Hopefully, he can get past this. He's taking a lot less time on this particular level, and yeah, gets through that P switch area and takes the clear much faster than Enviosity did. So they're tied up, and Enviosity almost to the tape there, and he takes the clear, still maintaining his lead of 1 point.
Yeah, definitely a far quicker clear time from Bismuth there. He didn't get caught in that P switch block mess that Envy got caught in. So it was a good chance for him to regain that lead, and Envy getting that tape so quickly is the only reason that Envy's managed to hold themselves ahead now. Really quick little run there, and the runners are actually really close together.
Envy taking his time to see if that thwomp had a parachute to slow the momentum, and he was right and got through there without taking a death. Wow, those piranha plants are so excited, so joyful, jumping up and down. And
It's
that's a
always great
tricky
when they're so
section.
in sync.
Indeed. Swamp's looking lovely, angry, and we have the traditional Mario staircase, and it does end in the goal. Enviosity taking another clear to his name. 5-3 now in his favor.
Yeah, Bismuth's just struggling a little bit with this level. And just not being able to clear it quick enough, really. It's given Envy the chance to start building a lead against him once again.
Indeed, his initial run was looking so promising, but he got tripped up a tiny bit. So he needs to start going just a tiny bit faster and get those clears. Otherwise, Enviosity is just going to run away with this. And there he is running and hitting all the bullet bills, but he doesn't hit enough of them. No, he missed one. Oh,
Yeah,
Bismuth
missing
taking.
that.
I don't know if he saw the clear condition. That might have been the mistake there, but he takes it easily. They both taking the clear almost at the same time. Now 6-4.
Yeah, we'll get to see if Bismuth sees the parachute on the swamp, if he predicts it as well as Envy did.
Oh, there he goes. Yep. Not missing that one. Oh, and then the next level that Enviosity's on, something about Bowser. Oh, he's looking 121 to clear time. He is taking his last skip on that level.
Yeah, at this point in the game, a smart skip, you don't want to be stuck in a 1 minute 20 level with just 4 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock.
Enviosity now in another speed run. What's with all the spikes today? I feel this is a very big theme for us in this match today.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's been
no!
spikes everywhere. And with that Mario Maker 2 hitbox on them, Envy learning just how big that hitbox can be as a spike punctures poor Toadette's hat.
Aw. Well, as long as it's not her head, it should be okay. No, because I mean, a punctured hat is easier to repair than a punctured head. I'm sure you will agree with that. Well, depending on your skills, I guess. Like, if you're a doctor or if you're a seamstress. Well, I guess it does depend on the hat. If it's made out of magic mushrooms, it could be very difficult to obtain them again. You know, you have to go to like enchanted lands or something to pick up some more. Jeez. Both players taking a clear there, and we have a 7-6. Nice.
Envy going into a level called American Ninja Warrior. We'll see how similar it is to the hit TV show. Whereas we'll see if Bismuth takes the same skip on this longer level that Envy did once he sees the world record time.
Oh, this is a weird level. I can see the custom auto scroller and like the movement is very not smooth. It's a bit janky. Or not consistent, maybe I should say that. Here we are speeding up here to stage 4. Oh, but that's gotta mess with their timing. Bismuth, meanwhile, on that speed run with the spikes. See how he fares. Yep, dying to those first time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really challenging speedrun with some really tight jumps, but it is well indicated by the level creator. You can see exactly where you need to jump with those question mark blocks. It's just how well you time the jumps and whether you use, as Bismuth's, spin jumps or whether you choose to use very short jumps.
Enviosity trying to find the goal here. 3 seconds remaining. Where the heck does he need to go with this? I wonder if he needed to jump prior to this underground area on that wall where it was not indicated to jump, but where he got the propeller hat.
I personally am not sure. I haven't really seen American Ninja Warrior, but I understand there is a climb at the end, so maybe it was just getting yourself to the top of that big pit.
Bismuth getting much further this time. Hopefully can hit the goal, and there he has it, tying it up. We now have 7-7 with 1:35 remaining. Let's see how he gets through this very interesting level. I think auto-scroller levels can be kind of frustrating to us because you can't really go as fast as you want to go. But in reality, every level has a certain amount of time it takes to do it. So, okay, so here's where I was thinking he could maybe jump over, but he chooses not to try.
A single bit of platform up there. If he... Oh, but the auto-scroll... What? Ooh.
No.
Do you have to be fast? Is that what the trick is?
Maybe. Yeah, this is not ideal. Leaving a comment? Really? Wow. Oh, and he's leaving question marks, and that's all he's got. Will he skip this level? Yeah, no, he's going to start over. He knows he only has no skips remaining. If he takes a skip at this point, just to let you know, chat, he will actually lose a clear. So that's why he's keeping on going. Let's see if Bismuth... No, he does not try to fly over.
Chat suggesting that the flag may be in the slope, because you can hide them in there, but...
That's true, because this is the end. Bismuth seeing this, wondering if that's there. Nope, it is. He's not finding it. Slid down both slopes there.
Yeah, what an odd way to end, and that just shows, you know, how important your skip usage is, because if one of those guys had kept a skip for that level, then they very realistically could have skipped it and taken that extra clear and avoided overtime. But we are going into overtime, which is my favorite part of any game, where we watched both runners take the same course. They must complete that course and that course only, and it's just who beats it first. A pure race, one-on-one. That is the best part of these matches for me.
They are my favorite too. It's so exciting to see what their progress is like, where they die, do they fall to the same pitfalls and hazards, and it's going to be really thrilling to see them go up against each other here. And here we go. We have a puzzle-solving themed level 118 world record. Should be exciting.
Yeah, quite a long world record there set by one guy. As we get into this level, we'll have to see how many times, you know, if they die, if they don't die, how optimized is that 1 minute run.
Indeed. Looks like fairly standard level. So, oh boy, we might be looking at a troll level. Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Puzzle seems to be how well are you puzzling where the thwomps that are off the screen are.
Ow, those skewers coming down. Enviosity and Bismuth both in the same area here. They both avoided that, but now they know to be very careful. Oh, going for that mushroom. Bismuth choosing to go forward, not looking for that mushroom.
Well, he actually got shot directly in the face by the mushroom and then lost it quite quickly afterwards, as has Envy after going back for it. Bismuth slightly ahead at this point.
I'm just like captivated watching them go. Yep.
Envy playing chicken with the thwomp there to try and get a lift up instead of trying to wall jump their way up.
Yeah, I was wondering if anyone would try that cheese of going over the top of the level or if the level would be sealed. It's a bit of a gamble either way, especially since this is an overtime level. Oh, Bismuth seeing the end and taking the axe first. Wow. So now it is 1-1 win. This is getting really exciting. And if you didn't check out the bottom of the screen, we are playing best of 5. So the first person to get 3 wins will win this part of the playoffs.
Yeah, Bismuth there showing what I was talking about with optimization of the level. He's knocked nearly 20 seconds off that world record. A really, really good run for him. As Envy actually unfortunately dying and still not beating the level. Bismuth taking a strong win.
It's so fun to see players who are evenly matched. We can see their skills going into this and also the pressures as well. And it's fun to see them battle it out with very, very close matches. All right, we're going over to... Go ahead.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. We're just going to load into our next set where we're going to look at a level called My Fort Forest, which it sounds like a beautiful place to be, you know, a forest, lots of trees, lots of nature, quite calming, relaxing.
Yes.
You know, I'm hoping that it, you know, in this level creator, who has also got a world record set by Little Curbs, but this level creator talking about his childhood days.
Aw, that's so nice.
It might be a really pleasant level.
I wonder how many Goombas he encountered in the forest. Wild mushrooms that attack you. Okay, we'll see what happens. Obviously needing some fire flowers to get through the rest of this. Oh my gosh, we have Bowser Jr. already greeting our players here. And Bonsai Bills. It's a bit of enemy spam there. Obviously, this person's... Yeah, this person's childhood days must have been fascinating.
That's one word I was thinking traumatic as Boom Boom jumped down from nowhere.
That's terrifying.
Clearly, this individual had an older brother that terrorized him as a child.
Clearly. Oh no, Bismuth taking a death even after getting the key. Enviosity through the door. I didn't notice if there was a second key. Yes, there was. So they need to kill both of those enemies in order to progress. Enviosity taking the first checkpoint there. Wow, cannons in the forest as well. This is one rough place this author grew up in.
Yeah, either that or they had an incredible imagination and they should be working in some sort of creative media. But I got a little bit scared then on Enviosity's side as they dropped out of the pipe and just started falling to nothing but upside down. It was all very confusing for a moment.
Yeah, Enviosity taking on these bumpers and finding that goal to take the first clear of this game.
Yeah, very quick clear, but Bismuth finding that second key and the checkpoint, so he won't be far behind.
All right. Bismuth finding that pipe into upside down land. And Enviosity finding a course with thwomps, apparently. Let us see. Oh boy, that's fun. We're racing the thwomp.
Yeah, these
Oh,
are
go
always
ahead.
really good fun levels to play and watch, because it's all about how well you can beat the swamp on the timer. And this level creator not just punishing the player by taking the floor away from them, but also providing walls to stop them progressing any further should they not beat the thwomp.
Oh, and we're moving into the jungle. Bismuth also making his way into this level after taking a clear. They're now tied in points. And Envy getting further, knows how to beat this level now. Has got the creator's thoughts in mind there. Whoa, that was
It
interesting.
was the wrong way round.
Yes. How is he going to get past this? Oh, and it's forced to start from the beginning. There was no checkpoint there. That's a tiny bit rough. That was a long journey he's made already.
Yeah, now just hoping to win based on the level knowledge that he has gained, make his way through the level. But I didn't see any way to flip that on-off switch back the other way around, unless you need to beat this thwomp through the door as well as on the actual race itself.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, because he did need the red bricks to be on. Yeah, wow, that's pretty tight stuff there. Hopefully Bismuth sees the same thing, but he's going to die in that section now because he does not have those red blocks on. Enviosity taking the clear there, getting through it really quickly. It's now 2 clears to 1 in his favor.
Yeah, you can see it on Bismuth's face how disappointed he is with that reset with no checkpoint to support you in this level. Each death taking you all the way back to the start. It's a real big time loss.
Meanwhile, Enviosity moving on to another level. Let us see. Oh, wow, we have things here. And takes
Oh,
it first
we
jump.
don't have things here.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, what a clear. Holy fuzzy cats, that was crazy. Wow. Increasing his clears to 3 to 1.
I just cannot believe that at all. There were so many things on the screen, and then suddenly the flag was met and they were gone.
Meanwhile, Bismuth taking that clear, narrowing the gap now. Enviosity in a very interesting level. Waves of fire bars. Looks quite cool coming out of that lava, but not so cool when you have to avoid it.
Yeah,
He's
very
gonna
visually
fight for the key.
appealing.
Let's see how fast Bismuth clears this crazy level. Oh, wow, and that was it on Enviosity's side. Wow, taking that clear, now 4 to 2. Bismuth not getting it first try. See how long it takes him to get this. He doesn't look very happy, but he has the skill to make this jump, that's for sure. But will his nerves get to him? Oh, and he gets it. Third try, very quick level. Moving on to the next one.
Yeah, it tough thing to make your way through there. But Bismuth succeeding in the end.
Okay, now Enviosity on kind of a puzzle level with one trick here, needing to get to that flagpole while also having the Buzzy Beetle helmet on. Just trying to work out how to do this there, and he gets it very quickly. Lots of very, very fast levels on this particular round.
Yeah, using the runners' knowledge of the game to sort of retest their technical abilities rather than their ability to make their way through long levels.
Wow. We have a grasslands level, looks like it, on Enviosity's side. Lots of pipes here. Envy doesn't try to get into any of them. This is a very interesting level. Oh, wow.
Envy is not shell jumping at all until the end, where he was forced to.
Indeed, and sees those spikes on the other side, probably wary of them being hidden behind the other pole. Taking another clear. Wow, 6 to 3 now. Enviosity with that world record. But Bismuth clearing his level quick too.
Yeah, making his way through those waves of fire that we were talking about earlier as Bismuth now, Enviosity going into the Shadow Temple, which, as an Ocarina of Time fan myself, that is one of the best temples, but Enviosity disagrees with me and immediately skips that level.
Well, no wonder, since the clear time was 1:12 world record, and the Trev Den's dungeon is not much longer, or it is longer, actually. It's 1:19. Will he skip this one as well, or maybe he didn't see it?
No, just against the shadows, it would seem.
I'm kind of surprised because I would have thought he would have skipped this one immediately, but just going through and seeing Bismuth on this sort of puzzle level. Hopefully he knows the tech for this.
Yeah, it's quite a challenging way to throw the shell, actually. You've got to bounce the shell against the note block as you pass through the note block. And it's a bit harder than it may first appear, although Bismuth has caught it on his third or fourth attempt there. Quite an impressive rate to either learn or develop the technique. Not something that our runners would practice in their off time, so definitely an odd one.
Indeed, he is closing the gap though. Bismuth very much in this game here, only trailing by 1 point. Enviosity trying to figure out where to go from his level. It looks like a red coin level. We don't know if they're required or not just yet, but it looks kind of suspicious with all these bricks that are very vulnerable to P-switches.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the P-switch to get activated.
Indeed,
Probably
Bismuth taking another quick clear.
I was going to say by a off-screen thwomp, no doubt.
Indeed.
Waiting somewhere with a P-switch, but Enviosity now picking up that last red coin, which is actually the clear condition, not a key as required, and making it way to the flag. Bismuth learning the hard way that he needed a shell for the flag at the end of this level, and not shell jumping over, not with the same level of caution that Envy went towards it at. And oh my good lord, what is going on above this level?
I know. That was a big surprise there. Interesting. Oh,
Bismuth's
wow.
not seeing the pipe route, it appears, as he's actually choosing to shell jump and throw a shell up there waiting for him.
Wow. Why does he not see the route? He must be just very focused on what he's doing. Meanwhile, Enviosity working his way, oh wow, through some lava and claws.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of patience would have served him a tiny bit better there. But he is in the lead, so he doesn't have too much to worry about. But still, yeah, there he goes. Hopefully waiting a tiny bit longer for those, but misses that jump. Darn.
Bismuth has managed to make his shell jump now just lining up for his second one, and losing the shell
Oh no.
off screen.
Yep, and notices it is definitely a spike wall behind those blocks. And he chooses to skip that level.
Yeah, we'll see if he's just as aggressive with the Shadow Temple. Because obviously if he can clear this one that Envy didn't, then he retains the skip advantage that he's about to sort of wave. But no, he is also immediately skipping the Shadow Temple. I wonder what they're seeing in that level that is just saying to them, no, don't play me.
I'm wondering if it's just the long clear time that puts them off. Oh, Enviosity keeps missing this jump. He is just not getting the rhythm for this at all. Oh, and Bismuth skipping another long level there. That is his third and final skip.
Yeah, definitely not a bad skip though. I mean, if we're going to base our skips on a world record, then a good choice to skip where Envy's still making their way through what appears to be a ridiculously challenging level.
Yeah, Bismuth, hopefully he realizes that those red coins are indeed the coins he needs to collect for the clear condition, but both of our players taking a death there, as Enviosity is just having so much trouble with this. I believe he has one skip left according to my count. Is that what you have as well?
That's currently what I've got, yep.
So he can choose to skip this. He's been spending a lot of time on this level, though. It might be a good time to skip.
Yeah, really, it looks like a really technically challenging level, but looks like it'd be a lot easier with just a little bit of patience.
Indeed, he's messing up the timing just a tiny bit. I don't know if it's he wants to just go fast or he feels like it should go fast in general because a lot of levels are more fun when you can have consistent movement. And this level appears to be, okay, you've got to wait for the next thing to be there.
Yeah, Envy, they're showing a little bit of patience for that hook. But probably very upset with, like you say, having to break their motion and break their movement.
Oh, and seeing the end bridge now. Oh, nice. No, yes. And the axe, Enviosity takes it. 8-5 now the score. One thing that I should mention to chat is that the players are not aware of each other's scores. So they won't take skips based on what they know to be the final scores or the current scores. So it's all up to just how they feel in the moment as to whether they're going to skip it or not.
Yeah, Bismuth now finding all of those red coins and taking his own flag before he pushes forward. It'll be interesting to see how well he gets on with the hook level, because he has a much more patient side to him compared to Enviosity's normal appearances on stream and such. So he might have the patience to wait for these hooks and maybe clear this level quite quickly. It'd be interesting to see.
Indeed, Enviosity finding some power-ups over there, POW block and the P-switch, but needing to go somewhere else, maybe in one of these pipes. Not finding the route to the end just yet. As
Yeah,
you
I
say,
didn't
Bismuth.
see anything that we could have used to get through there. I mean, finding a hidden mushroom there, so it'd be interesting to see what other hidden blocks are on this level. Chat obviously requesting to know whether this is live or not, and it is live. Both runners are currently streaming these races live. Enviosity seeing a route through the clouds to make himself over the top of that wall and then drop down onto the flag.
There he's got it. It is now 9-6 in Enviosity's favor. Bismuth is gonna have to do probably more than he can actually do within the allotted time to win this one.
Yeah, only a
But
minute and a half left, and this hook level is quite long, as we've seen.
indeed, he did get to that first checkpoint very quickly, showing his patient side, as you mentioned before, but still needing to learn how the level progresses and stuff. He doesn't have as much knowledge as Enviosity got over his many, many tries on that one.
Yeah, and you've got to really ask yourself, how much time can you sink into a level when there's so little time on the clock? At what point does this game sort of get changed over? I mean, Envy used an awful lot of time on this claw level, but Envy was also ahead at the time.
Indeed, Envy seeing the goal, so tempting to him, but forced to go down into the subworld. But luckily, he's got a star to speed him through. And ignoring those skewers there, as well as the fire and all of those Hammer Brothers, trying to get to the end as quickly as possible.
Yeah, showing the merciful side and letting some of the Galoombas live as he finds his way and takes the tape at the end. Really, really impressive score from Envy. They're hitting double digits with 10 clears this set.
Yeah, Bismuth seeing what he needs to do, but only 12 seconds remaining. Probably not possible. And Envy looks like he's not going to bother starting the next. Oh, or maybe he is going to start the next one. Nope, just leaving it for the next match. Or the next game, I should say. Bismuth so close to the end here and takes it, but it won't count because we're out of time. So Enviosity taking that particular game with 10 clears to 6. And that puts him at 2 wins to 1. One more win and he will win.
Yeah, obviously, throughout the whole season, we have played that final game. So in a best of 5, we would play all 5 games. But where there is no care or no need for where people have scored on the clears, there's no way to divide these guys up anymore. It is just forward or out. So this could be the last set that we see if Envy clears up.
Indeed, and hopefully, looks like title level might be next. Hopefully not. I am so tired of seeing all those title level remakes. I don't know about you, Avalon.
Well, I mean, sometimes they have an interesting mechanism added to them. There was one that we saw a couple of weeks ago where they went through that ice title level, and then at the end it was blocked off, and they had to go through a pipe into quite a challenging platforming section, which was quite interesting. But the majority of them are just, here's a title level, here's a bunch of coins, go find them. Oh, and it's a car one too. Hooray!
Yay! Everybody, collective cheer. Hooray! Wow, Bismuth, clearly having practiced this title level, got through a tiny bit with the car there. Oh, needing to gather the coins. Notices clear condition there. Hopefully able to. No, and falls down. Oh, that's rough. I think he might need that car because of the icicles to clear them, but we'll see if they manage to get it with just being a small character there.
What?
Oh,
What just happened
oh.
on Bismuth's side? The car hit the front of the coin purse and then what?
Does Enviosity see the coin? Yes, he does, and sees that clear condition, getting those extra coins for safety. Still gonna take the car, I hope. Can he get back in? Oh no, pushing that car up the mountain. This is rough times.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
odd
God.
that Enviosity put in the effort to go and collect those coins and then chose to leave the last one for some reason.
I don't think he's gonna need it. Maybe he saw the other coins here, easily taking out those icicles and this incredible enemy spam there. Oh, but can he get to the end? Ooh. Wow. Hello. Nice.
I don't know why I'm surprised by this level. I've seen it 1,000 times and it's still so tense.
It is.
We wait for Meowser to jump down and Enviosity taking that first clear of this set.
Wow, Bismuth losing his car early and getting through here very courageously as small Toadette. But looks like he's going to take the clear as well as long as he can. Oh, I thought Bismuth landed on Meowser's spikes, but managed to avoid it and takes the clear as well. This is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, Enviosity in a level called TA Challenge, which could be referring to a tool assisted tap challenge, which of course is a category of speedrun in TAS. So if it is that, it's going to be very, very tense and a very tight or mechanically challenging level. But we will see how he progresses through it.
Indeed, that's going to be a rough thing if this is a task level. Both players giving it their best go, though. And Envy making very good progress. He is slightly ahead of Bismuth at this point. Oh, getting caught on those twisters. No! No! Oh, the death.
Again, the impatience from Enviosity just causing him that death there. If he'd just waited for that skull cart to ride all the way to the top, or skull coaster, sorry, then he wouldn't have had any issue at all there. But choosing to try and be a little bit faster and use the twisters, he finds himself not able to reach the height required.
Indeed, definitely a temptation there. He probably knows that twisters will elevate him faster than the skull train, even the fast skull train. But yeah, clearly losing out on that one. But at least he has a checkpoint into this saw section of the course. Bismuth not yet there. Now this is an interesting choice for the level creator because checkpoint kind of nullifies the time limit. So, but he clears it quite easily, and it's now 2-1 in his favor.
Yeah, I mean, Charles pointed out TA stands for time attack in this situation, and that checkpoint just completely nullifies the challenge that comes with a time attack. Bismuth has the on-off switch the wrong way around and is unable to reach that pipe to get through to the next stage.
Wow, Enviosity instantly skipping his last level there. Going on to the next one, Deja Vu. Looks like on-off switches are required here with varying challenges. Doesn't look too difficult so far, but it's obviously in the expert section of this of Mario Maker, so we'll see maybe ever-increasing challenges, hopefully. Oh, well, and then we see one there. Envy getting killed by a bullet bill.
Yeah, the bounce off the Koopa just throwing him straight into it. Obviously, not as simple as it may first have appeared. There's quite a lot of things going on the screen if you include the piranha plants in the pipe there.
Indeed, there are lots of moving parts in this particular challenge. And patience will be a virtue right now for Enviosity. Oh, getting to the next section there. I'm wondering how difficult exactly is this going to be. There's the flag, though. We see it. And
yeah, we'll just have to see if he remains patient and is able to make his way through it, but he is not getting clipped by those red bullet bills.
indeed. Needing to start on the room before to prove himself to the level creator. Bismuth still struggling on the flying part of this section of his level. It's a bit rough there. Enviosity killing those ones from the cannons and taking that clear. It's now 3-1 in his favor.
Yeah, 5 minutes in, 3 clears again. It's not the start that you'd expect, but with 1 clear from Bismuth, it's definitely not the start you'd expect. But again, we know once Bismuth gets through this flying level, the level after it is challenging but not particularly long, and he could close the gap between the two of them.
Yeah, it looks like Envy is on a speed run. Oh, and tosses that bomb before he gets to the destination intended by the creator. But now he knows what to do. It's going to be interesting to see how this level plays out. Got standard 200 seconds on the timer, so it's not going to be a quick, or at least a tight timer, we hope. Oh no, but sees the time on there, nearly a minute long, and opts for a skip there.
Yeah, into another level. Lil Curbs has the world record on it, 12 seconds. Lil Curbs is well known for making some really impressive world record times, as Bismuth has now successfully flown to the end, but where is the power required to get rid of the Muncher?
Yes, and Bismuth now taking a very, very long amount of time on this level. I'm really surprised he hasn't skipped yet, because this is just not working out for him.
Yeah, clearly that lack of cheerleader is really starting to get to him. You can see in his face that his head is just not in the right place now, as he looks to the sky for some sort of guidance, finally taking the skip on that level.
Meanwhile, Enviosity clearing his, widening that gap. Now it's 4-1 in his favor. Yeah, that was Bismuth's first skip, and it might have been definitely beneficial if he took that much earlier. What an interesting title. Tetris, but is garbage. Really?
Oh, that looks so cool, though.
I like that.
Oh my gosh, that does not look cool. I stand so corrected. But
I wonder if it's a what we call a hot garbage level. Oh my gosh, this is...
Oh no, this is awesome.
This is awesome. We have Tetris pieces falling, and they are in the shapes that we would expect, squares, and oh, this is great. And look at that, the lines are clearing as well with the on-off switches. This is one cool level.
Such a cool level.
That's great.
I thought as he fell down through that level that he would be forced to make his way back up that climb, but in fact, no, he's just going to have to play a bit of Tetris and then take a cannon to the face.
Oh,
Wow,
that's rough. Oh, man. This is such a cool level. Wow.
I can't believe how cool this level is.
And you see all the machinery over here, how it's working out, and as the pieces are going to fall here. This is so cool. Wow. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD and get the level name or the code there. Bismuth clearing his level quite easily, narrowing that gap. See how he does on the next ones. And hopefully he will get to this level as well and see the coolness in this one. Wow.
Yeah, I really hope that he does get to see us, because this is definitely up his street as a level sort of theme. Enviosity now choosing to hold to the left and not take that cannonball to the face again, as another line of Tetris is cleared.
And getting into the door, what are we gonna see next? More pieces.
More Tetris pieces and the GG.
Nice. Good job getting another clear. It's 5-2.
Yeah, a really cool, unique level design there. I've never seen anything like that, and it was just so well done as well.
I do wonder at the title, why did their creator put "but is garbage"? Because it is definitely not a garbage level. That was a fantastically cool level.
Yeah, nothing like the one that Bismuth is currently making his way through, with naked pipes and just general lack of clearness, and now pick a pipe as well. Ugh. Oh
Well, it
no,
looks like
it's taking me all the way to the start.
Well, I'm wondering if he needs all of the red coins to get through a door. And it's one of these multiple run levels where because both of the pipes had 2 red coins in them. So it might be something that he needs to get to progress further here.
Yeah, that is true. That is a possibility that it could be.
Oh no! Hitting the Kaiser block and taking a death on those piranha plants there. No. Oh, Envy finding a red Yoshi. Okay. Oh, can he save himself? Almost. Oh, that's so rough. Dying just before he hit that spring there. Not enough height off the jump off the Yoshi, unfortunately. See if he can get further.
Yes. Something that we get to see quite a lot of here is these levels with no indication as to where you're going and just no way to plan how you're going to beat the level.
Wow. The indications definitely lying to our player in that one instance there. You didn't need to go straight down. You just needed to fall down, I think. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'd be spin jumping. No one misses it again. Too far this time. Oh, how frustrating.
Yeah, Enviosity losing in every possible way you can imagine, whether it be through trusting level creator or going too far or not far enough, now has taken all 3 versions of the same death. Really, really tough level because there's just no indicator as to where the spring is, but Envy has now hit it and taken that clear.
Increasing his lead now 6-2. Wow, Bismuth, I don't know if he's able to catch up with this one. This is going to be really difficult for him.
But he has got the key for this level.
Indeed.
Oh. Luckily, reactions were quick enough there to get on top of these bonsai bills because that was not a nice door to go through, especially with no checkpoint in this level after all that work to get through here. But he has got to the flag.
Enviosity in a 40-second speed run on his side here. Just wondering how he's going to get through. Oh no! Trying to hit those springs and yeah, almost not making it, but he did. What he's up against. Bismuth not yet to the Tetris level. I hope he gets to see that. I don't know if the players watch the VODs afterward or not, but that's definitely one worthy of bringing to his attention.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't know about these players. I know Lil Curbs does watch VODs afterwards just to keep his skill level up, but Enviosity, another clear now on 7, really growing a strong lead.
Bismuth needing to start his level over, and Enviosity going on to a level called Platform Jumping Fun.
Yeah, it had some instructions in the description that I didn't quite catch, but it appears just to be a standard jumping on falling platform level, which is always great fun, and most of our runners love these sort of levels because this is what they practice all day.
Looks like Tetris level coming up. Everyone, take a screenshot of the code if you want to play it immediately. To answer a question from chat,
Bismuth!
Did he skip it?
He skipped the Tetris!
Oh, sadness incarnate. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. He missed the cool level. Oh, my goodness. And we had a question from chat. Are the players allowed to practice the playlist beforehand? No. They have never seen the playlist before. If they have played a level before, that would just be in their own, runs. But they don't know if a level is on the list. So they just get it right as they start the match.
Yeah, it is designed to be like an endless speedrun challenge or endless expert challenge, sorry. So the levels are supposed to be random for the players.
Enviosity not able to get that red coin. Hopefully doesn't need it for this. Oh, got it there. That's nice. And Bismuth working his way with this fiery Yoshi. And as we have 9 seconds remaining. Oh no! But he sees the flag. Hopefully he can get it next time. He doesn't look very happy. Enviosity taking... Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, getting that clearing just as the timer runs to 0. So actually clearing 8 courses against Bismuth 4, doubling the score between the two of them. A really impressive set from Envy, going 3-1 and therefore taking the game, knocking Bismuth straight out of this tournament and proceeding on themselves.
Wow. Really great match between these two players. Very, very exciting. So we're going to ask the runners if they want to do interviews. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I mean, chat, you guys know these interviews are live as the races itself. So if you've got any questions, then get them in there now and we can see if we can ask it to the runners.
Yeah, that was quite the match. Quite crazy. Wow.
We are going to be able to get Bismuth in for a couple of questions. It's really great to have you, Bismuth. Thank you so much for joining us. I need you to go back through the VOD and pick up the Tetris level code, man. You chose to skip it, and you've missed out on such a quality level.
Was it a really good level?
It was such
amazing.
a good level.
I saw it was 50 seconds and I had 2 minutes left, so I decided to use my last skip on it, but I'll play it before I stop streaming.
Yeah, definitely a good skip, because it was based on the timer of the level. It wasn't something that you could control. But honestly, go back, play it. You will love it. It is so far up your street. Actually, asking you questions about the game, however, there was a level in the first set with a vertical sort of hook climb, and it took you almost a minute to reach the top of the hooks, and then unfortunately you died, and you then spent another minute going back through that. Why did you decide to not skip? Was it because you knew the level, or just you felt you had it?
It was probably the one that took me 3 minutes and the record was 1:22. I didn't realize I should have skipped it on site, but I don't know why. I completely missed the fact that it had both like a large number of plays and a 1:22 world record. That's like the two conditions to just skip it right away, because you know the record's going to be good, so you know it's going to take you like 2 minutes or more. That was just a complete mistake. I just got like completely I was focused on like playing well and just clearing levels, and I didn't even question should I skip this or not. Only like when I reached the third checkpoint, I was like, oh no, what have I done? This level is so long.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you obviously eventually got through it in the end, but a significant time sink in the start. Chat claiming that Envy never does interviews, but we have in fact got Envy in for a quick couple of questions as well. So thank you so much for joining us, and well done on that game.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, my throat.
I just wanted to talk to you about a level. You may remember it. There was a shell jump at the start with 4 red pipes, but you actually found a route through the pipes to jump over that first shell jump. At the end of that level, you seem to slow right down and check for spikes below the tape at the end.
That was an SMW? Oh no, yes. I figured since the whole level was was themed around shell jumps, right? So that's why I ended up doing it at the end. I figured there would have been one just behind.
Yeah, it was really impressive to see you so cautiously come towards it and sort of slow yourself down, and then make that shell jump first time. You went straight through it. That was really impressive. This question kind of goes out to it wasn't lucky, it looked like you planned it. A question going out to kind of both of you here. There was a level that came up called the Shadow Temple, and I got really excited because I thought it was Zelda. But both of you immediately skipped it. Was it because of the clear time? It was about 1:10 on that one.
Yeah, for me it was clear time. It was a combination of clear time and pom-pom fight. I just didn't want
to the clear condition and the clear time.
Understandable. Well, honestly, guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And Envy, congratulations on moving forward into the next round. Stay with us here at twitch.tv/speedrun, because next we have IPK versus Panga, and that is going to be one hell of a game. I cannot wait. What do you think about that game coming out, Catherine? It's going to be so good.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that one. Really, really exciting. I hope you stick around, chat, and we wish you well for the rest of your day.